Hi guys, and welcome to the next installment of the Social Media in Business unit. Here we're going to be looking at developing a plan to use social media to meet business requirements. In this video we're going to be looking over the following areas. We'll be looking into the business requirements, the content planning and publishing section, developing an online community, developing a social media policy, and finally reviewing and refining our plans. But first of all, we're going to look at the business requirements. When it comes to business requirements, we've got to work out what the business wants. Why does the business need social media? What do they want to achieve? Who are they targeting? These are all very important questions for us to ascertain because there are alternative ways that companies can promote their goods, products and services. As we've seen from earlier videos, companies used to use traditional billboard methods to promote their goods and services, but these are quite limited. With the advent of digital marketing, we're able to market our products, goods and services online using a variety of methods. Social media is one of the most obvious ones, as this can be potentially free to any company to use. However, some companies may need reassurance that social media is the best platform for them, as they may be used to using the traditional marketing methods. Therefore, it's vital that you, as the professional in the social media marketing area, provide that reassurance to those companies. Tell them about the benefits that it can bring to them as a company. Benefits such as being able to promote themselves globally, having the ability to interact with their client base, gathering feedback on products, services and goods that they have to offer. It's important that a company looks at the timescales in which they're going to look for success with their social media platforms that they choose. It's also key that companies look at who is responsible for the use or the operation of their social media. Companies need to look at how they can identify the measure for success. Is this going to be via the number of likes that posts get, or the number of followers that they receive, or the number of retweets or reposting that other people do on their behalf, or is it going to be the number of comments that they receive? These are all targets and measures of success that companies need to make sure that they're clear on before they set off on their social media endeavours. The selection of a social media platform or website needs to be considered very, very carefully. Companies need to look at what products and services they're offering and think about the audiences that these are being promoted to. Companies that sell products like financial services may be pitched towards the older generations. Therefore, the social media platform that needs to be chosen needs to be predominantly of that age group. Once a company has decided on the social media platform that they're going to be using, they need to think about the posts that they're going to be putting up on the social media platform. It's important that they look at the gender, interest, and potentially the income of the followers and users of the social media platform so that they can get an idea of who they're targeting. The content that needs to be placed on the social media platform also needs to be engaging so that users will want to come and see what the next posts will be and maybe what the next piece of information is going to look like. Social media platforms these days enable people to put up videos, images and text. A vital tool to any company when looking at using social media as a platform to promote themselves is what's known as a posting schedule. The posting schedule has the following questions on it. When are you going to post? What are you going to post? Why are you going to post? Where are you going to post? And what type of media are you going to use? The use of a posting schedule to a company is key to the success of their social media campaigns. A posting schedule will allow a company to work out the frequency in which they make their posts. Some companies may need to make more than one post a week in order to keep their audiences engaged. It's important that companies use keyword analysis to look at keywords that pop up inside of their social media posts. These keywords can be searched for using search engines and also within the social media platform themselves. Platforms like Google AdWords will allow companies to look for keywords that have low competition so they know that if anybody was to search for them, that they're not going to have a large amount of competitors being displayed on the screen. Companies should look to use what's known as a long tail search, where they're looking for keywords that are grouped together to make a sentence. This will reduce the amount of competition that is shown to a company or to an individual. It's important that companies look to research the best time for posting their content, as some of their users may be using the social media platforms at specific times. It's important to work with your client to create some form of strategy to encourage an online community based around your product, good or service. Social media, as we know, will allow us to promote our goods and services, but requesting feedback from your followers, from your people that you're liking your products and services is important, because as we said before, this can generate interest and also allow us to improve our products and services. We can also use it as an opportunity to offer and provide special offers to our users, to our followers, and to our customers. This gives a sense of community and allegiance from our followers. Companies can also link their social media platforms directly to their websites to hopefully drive more sales going through their company site. We must stress, however, that it is important for the company to make sure that they monitor their social media posts, as this could also have some negative comments on there, and it's important for the company to show that they care and respond to these queries and requests quite quickly. When looking at developing a social media policy, we need to consider the following areas. We need to look into how and what the company philosophy is about identifying and reflecting on the content that's posted. Companies need to consider who is going to have access to what. When you create a social media presence, this is your platform to advertise yourself to the world. So providing access to individuals must be considered very, very carefully. Companies need to consider that their social media platform is for use for business purposes and not necessarily personal purposes. So there must be caution applied whenever creation of posts happens. Companies need to look at, as discussed earlier, the legal implications of creating posts. Ensuring the best possible security that's placed on accounts and logins is vital for a company, as disgruntled employees may take over control of your social media and place information that's either sensitive or harmful to your brand. Reviewing and refining the plans is very important for any company. The reflection on anything that they've done is important to the overall success of the posts and the social media campaigns that they run. Companies need to look at how they can gather feedback from potential customers, users and clients to their social media platforms. This will enable them to make better posts and make sure that they're appropriate for their target audiences. Communication is important. This could be either via email or some form of verbal communication, be it in a physical meeting or via video conferencing. Any meeting that you have with your client should be recorded using a meeting minutes document.